These aren't my words, but I'm gonna steal something that I learned from my supervisor here at North Range. That as soon as I heard it, it clicked for me. And the way she describes it is mental health is kind of like a table. And you think about a table, there's a table in everybody's house. And some folks have tables with a lot of stuff on it. Some people have a table with just a couple pieces of paper on it. Sometimes your table is sturdy and it has 4 legs, and sometimes your table, as you were moving it from downstairs to upstairs, it got a little crack on it.
So most of our clients are just average people like you or I. They've had a series of things that have happened or occurred within their life that they're just not sure how to deal with.
When I was a child, I was abused severely. My dad was a pedophile. And I didn't know how to deal with it through my life. My addiction started when I was about 30 years old. I started picking up the meth pipe, and it took a lot of my pain away because I just didn't know how to deal with it at the time.
No one wakes up in the morning, looks in the mirror, and says, how can I mess up my life today? We all do our level best as we understand it.
For a while, I stayed in a woman's shelter and found myself in relationship after relationship that were always with men that were relatively abusive. And then I met a man who drank quite a bit. Towards the end of our relationship, I started drinking with him. And like that, I was in this mountain of emotion and trauma, and drinking made me forget.
I know that some folks, probably in the darkest hours, don't feel like their life is retrievable. But we have got to go forward in hopes that it can be better, and have the spirit of optimism and, again, the word hope.
Just talking to the counselors and interacting with people at North Range, I knew that there was people there who truly did care.
I remember one of my first therapy sessions was, just tell me how you feel, what's going on right now. And that's all it took. And I was just this word vomit of everything, things that I had held in from when I was 12 years old, you know.
I would have to say North Range helped me just learn myself. They just guided me in a way that I found myself.
Sometimes I'm overjoyed at just seeing them go through that journey and seeing kind of what happens on the other side. When somebody kind of gets to that step where they're where they want to be, it's overwhelming. See, here's where I get teary. And,
I don't know, hope is what allows people to have that confidence and those skills and faith to take that next step in life.
And there's so many things that I want to do in life, and I'm not gonna let my past or anything hold me back. I'm just gonna do it.
Through this process, I learned that who I am is not a product of my mistakes and every time I fell down. That's not who I am. And that's what I want everyone to feel.
North Range Behavioral Health is one of the most comprehensive treatment organizations I've ever encountered.
You feel the energy in the building. You can walk into the building and tell from, no matter if you're interacting with the front desk staff or a therapist or the person greeting you at the door, we care about what we do, and we care about the folks that we serve.
I think everybody has struggles, and everybody has a time where they need support. And that's really, I think that's why we're here.